What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BManX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have our next deck profile for the BT16 format of the Digimon TCG. We're back at it with our purple Loogamon deck. This is one of my favorite decks of the last couple formats. I just can't quit it. It's just so much fun comboing, and got a lot of cool new support for the SOC stuff this time. So we're taking it a different route and trying out some new things with this deck. And I think they're going to be pretty cool, and I hope you guys enjoy them and tell me what you guys think. Do you like this variant, or do you think I'm going nuts with changing up some of the traditional aspects of this deck? But, hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's talk about our new Loogamon deck profile. So of course we have our eggs, we have our 4 Baumons to start off with. When a card with the dark animal or SOC trait is trashed on your turn from your hand, this Digimon may Digivolve into that card. Super important. It's just great. It gets you into your stuff super fast and easy, and it allows you to trash cards to get effects and then Digivolve into them, so you don't really lose that card from your hand. So you got to play 4 of it. We play 4 Loogamon as our first level 3, the BT14 one. He's got the start of main phase, allowing you to attach an EG from hand or trash to gain a memory, which gets you your EGs on the field super good. And then he has the once per turn when a card is played with the dark animal or SOC trait, gain a memory, so helping you maintain turn. You have to play 4 of this card. It's super good. We play 3 of the... If I can get these cards not unmixed up here. Play 3 of the Loogamon from BT15. We dropped 1, and I'll show you why in a second. It's not as important. I find this card would clog in your hand and trash. When you just want it as an extra Loogamon target. It's got the Digivolve 0 from a SOC trait, or 1 on a purple, which is okay because you got the Bow Monster. It's always going to be Digivolving for 0. When attacking by trashing 1 card in your hand, delete one of your opponent's Digimon of 3000 DP or less. If you have a Tamer with the SOC trait and its Digivolution cards, draw 1. And then it has the end of attack. If your opponent has 1 or more memory, gain a memory. So basically, if you attack and Digivolve and end your turn, you can potentially get back to 0. So it's good. Play 3 of the new Loogamon from BT16. This card's really great. Digivolves for 1, so it can end your turn on the first turn without you doing anything else. But the really cool thing is when it moves out of the breeding area, you can reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card or Tamer from them to your hand, and then return the rest to the bottom of the deck. And then you may hatch in your breeding area, which is super great. So we play 3 of that, which brings us to 10 level 3s, which is actually more than we usually play. So you didn't really need the extra Loogamon, because if you see this, it's just as good. So we just play the 10 level 4s. You basically just want to see your little guy, your BT14 guy anyways. So there's that. Then starting with our level 4s, we play 3 Tyrannomon. He's your searcher. 4 cost to drop. Digivolves for 2 on an SOC, but you never really want to do that because he's only an on-play searcher. He's a blocker too, so he's really relevant in keeping you alive. But he's reveal top 4 cards to your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with the SOC trait and watch such Tamer among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck, and then if you added cards, you trash 1. So we do run 4 EGs, and we actually do run 1 extra SOC Tamer, so that's really good. So it does come up quite a bit, so 3 is a good number for that. We're playing 3 of the new Dorogoromon. This is where the deck gets a little bit different here, where you might go, what the heck are you doing? It's got the new collision ability, which is during this Digimon's attack, all of your opponent's Digimon gain blocker, and the opponent blocks if able. So kind of forces your opponent to block, which is kind of cool. It Digivolves for 2 on a Doromon or an SOC card. So again, it's always going to get that reduced Digivolution card in this deck. It's got a when play, when Digivolving, or sorry, on play, when play. On play, when Digivolving, by trashing one card in your hand, draw one, which is great because you don't need to have a tamer to do that. You just trash a card you want in your trash and then draw one and hopefully get into your pieces. And then if a tamer card with the SOC trait is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards until the end of your opponent's turn, one of their Digimon gains, start of your main phase, this Digimon attacks, which is also really good because it forces your opponent to use a Digimon that they might want to save or Digivolve into, which can be really good. And then we have 3 of the Loogamon from BT15. This guy with some of the cards we're playing is better than the BT14 Loogamon because he is dual color. He also has that if your opponent has one or more memory, gain a memory, which is, I think, a little bit more important this time around because we're not trying to generally pass turn into Fenry and stay at like 1 or 2 on our opponent's side. We're trying to keep our memory down a little bit more. So this guy's really good for that. And then he's got the when Digivolving, when attacking by trashing one card in your hand. This Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP for the turn. If a tamer card with the SOC trait is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, draw 1. So that's really good. Also, the Dorogoromon has a plus 1,000 all turns DP inheritable, which can be super relevant. But yeah, this guy is really good because of the ability to pitch your level 5, draw, and then Digivolve in your level 5 with the Bowmon. We also play 1 Black Gatomon. It's our Rush Digimon. It's also got Inheritable Retaliation. We don't need as many of this now because we got other ways to get Rush. We play 1 Sethmon, which is really good, and you'll see why when we get to our level 5s. We play this. It's a dark animal, so it summons off the Fenry, but it's also a free trait, which is going to come up later on. And it has when Digivolving, when attacking, you may choose one of your Digimon, delete it, and one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP. So it can kill something really easy. That's it for our level 4s. So it's 11 level 4s. Going into our level 5s, we have our regular Soul Loogamon. When Digivolving, play 1 level 3 or lower card with Dark Animal or SOC trait from your trash without paying the cost. If EG's in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, add 1 to the level. And then when attacking by trashing 1 card in your hand, gain a memory. Also, of course, the Unheritable. When you play a card with the Dark Animal or SOC trait, you may unsuspend this Digimon, so allowing you to get extra swings. We're only playing 3 of this because we're playing 3 of the Soul Loogamon from BT16, which it digivolves on an SOC for 3. When Digivolving by trashing 2 cards in your hand, delete one of your opponent's 6,000 DP or lower Digimon. If this effect didn't delete, you may play a level 4 or lower SOC trait Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. So it lets you, without having to have the tamer, and it lets you play the Digimon or delete something like a Floodgate on the board, and it allows you to trash 2 cards, which gets more stuff into your trash that you need. And then all turns, when one of your other SOC trait Digimon is deleted, this Digimon may, with the SOC trait tamer in its Digivolution cards, may Digivolve into a Fenrir Loogamon in your trash without paying the cost. So you can have Fenry in the trash, you can Digivolve into Fenry from the trash on your opponent's turn and spam out a whole bunch of stuff. If you say block your opponent's attack with a Tyrannomon and get it killed. So there's a lot of good ways to use this, and it also has the end of attack inheritable once per turn. If your opponent has 1 or more memory, unsuspend this Digimon. So again, more unsuspension, allowing you to maintain turn again, and then unsuspend and get multiple swings with Fenry. Super good, and the fact that you can go into Fenry for nothing is super cracked. Lastly, we play 2 Dino Beamon because it's got the new partition. So basically, if it dies, we can summon out our red and our purple. This is why we have a lot of red and purples. It also has the Raid. It has when Digivolving, If DNA Digivolving, you may play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with the free trait from the trash without paying its cost. You can play another Dinobemon, or you can play the Sethmon. That's kind of what it's there for. Then one of your Digimon gains Rush for the turn and may attack a player. So this helps you close out games. It helps you delete big problem cards. And it's a free Digivolution that gets you an attack, and you can gain Rush on one of your other Digimon that you have from either from the Fenrir Loogamon or from the Sethmon that you summon. So that's really, really good. And the Sethmon can be summoned off Fenrir Loogamon too. So that's good because it's a dark animal. So that's it for our level 5s. Of course, we play for Fenrir. When Digivolve, you may play a level 4 lower card with the dark animal or SOC trait from your trash without paying the cost. If EG is in this card, you can add 2 to the numbers. You can play 3 up to 3 level 4s or lower. When attacking by deleting one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon, unsuspend this Digimon. For each Digimon you have, add 1 to the level this effect can choose. So it can easily pop a level 6 like usual. It's only once per turn. And then the turn end condition is the opponent having 3 or more memory. So I still play 4 of this. I was thinking about playing 3, but I still really like 4. I'm playing 2 of the new Doru Goramon from BT16. I was thinking about playing 3 and 3, but I really like Fenrir. He's still the best card in the deck. So I do like 2 of the Doru Goramon. So Doru Goramon is Digivolves from a Doru Greymon or an SOC trait for a cost of 3. And it has the collision ability. It has when Digivolving, if a tamer card with the SOC trait is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon or tamers, which is really good. And then all turns, when another Digimon is deleted, you may unsuspend this Digimon. So you can potentially attack with something like a level 5, like your level 5 Soul Loogamon, and then or attack with your level 4, go into Soul Loogamon, and then go into this guy, pop something, and then unsuspend and then attack again if you can maintain turn. So that can be really, really good. So I do think it's nice to have another option for your level 6s, and I kind of do like that. So that's why we're playing that guy. Play 1 Death X-Mon because Death X-Mon's super good right now, especially against the mirror match, against a lot of decks that go wide. So Death X-Mon, super good. So that's it for our big boss monsters. Onto our tamers. Of course, you have to play 4 EG, gains you memory at the start of the turn. If your opponent has a Digimon in play, Mind Link gives you Alliance and Blocker. Super, super good. We play 1 of the new Kosuke Kisakata, if I pronounce that right, which is a memory tamer. It's an SOC tamer, so it's got Mind Link, and it has inheritable piercing and blocker for X-Antibody and SOC, and it has the end of all turns. You play him from your Digivolution cards. You don't get to play this guy for free again, so that's you have to hard play him for 4 to get the memory tamer. But he's not a bad card because like piercing can be really good, as well as just having that memory tamer there. Lastly, we play 2 Analog Youth. Since we're not playing Loogamon, which obviously you guys might think I'm nuts, you don't need as much Analog. Analog's still really great to have, but you're not going to be deleting your own stuff, your own level 5s as much. So 2 Analog I feel is good. So that's really all you need. That's it for our tamers. Lastly, we play 3 Wisdom. I was playing 4, but I cut the 4th one for a card. I'll show you in a second. 2 Missed Memory Boosts because we still like to mill stuff and get our level 4s in early, get our stuff into the trash. And then I cut the 4th Wisdom because I thought, hey, Calling from Darkness. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon and then return 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to the hand. Calling's so good because it can activate your Soul Loogamon. You can play something with your Soul Loogamon, like a Tyrannomon Search. You can put Fenrir in the trash. Then you can then you can potentially, you know, go calling, pop the Tyrannomon, and because you deleted something, you can Digivolve into the Fenrir for free, and then add 2 pieces that you might need for your next play, like add a Dino Beamon or something like that from your trash to your hand. So this can be super good. It can also be difficult because you don't necessarily, sometimes you don't want to add stuff back. But say if you need like a Loogamon or a Loogamon to, you know, start your next stack in case this isn't going to be able to get you game. Calling can be really great. And then so I thought, you know, I cut a Wisdom for that and test that out. And then lastly, 1 Crimson Blaze, because Crimson Blaze stops your opponent going wide and playing cards by effect. So it's a really great floodgate, and you have a lot of red cards that you can activate it off of. So it's really good. Anyways, that is the deck, guys. That is my updated Fenrir Loogamon. Such a great deck, so much fun. Such cool combos, and I think it's even more combo-y now in this build. So tell me what you guys think. Do you guys think I am nuts for taking out the BT14 stuff? Do you think that this deck will do well? Tell me what you guys think down below. Tell me what you think I could do better. Always appreciate the comments. And looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. As always, have a wonderful day. And that's all for now, folks.